What's up, fam? Today, I'm doing a deep dive on the Fjallraven Keb Trousers. In this review, I'm gonna go through my first impressions of the trousers, then an overview of the trousers, and then a deep dive into the construction of the trousers. But first, where did I get these pants? I Mission Impossibled them from Beaver Sports. Oh, what's up, you guys? Nice pants.
Hey there, Tobias. Settle down. Take a moment, check out all this great Fjallraven gear we have. We've got everything to set you up. We've got a lot of great trousers here. Keb, be the pro. Keb down.
Thank you.
Beep, boop, beep. You're all set.
All right.
Thanks for shopping Beaver Sports.
Yeah, thank you. All right, now I have literally never put these pants on before. Trousers, literally never. Let's put these bad boys on. Oh, does it look pretty good? Oh, dang, okay. First impression, the fabric against my skin feels pretty nice. Nothing bugging me, nothing poking me. They're extremely comfortable. It's not restricting my range of motion. I can do all sorts of moves. Oof. You can look at my body measurements down below, but this pant is a 30-inch waist, 32-inch length, and it's a regular fit. Let's go through all the features, starting with the belts, the hip part. The fit is nice and snug. What they've done is they added a strip of G1000 on the inside of that waistband so that it maintains that shape. Then you have 6 belt loops around the waistband, 2 carabiner little loops here. You can get super creative with these. A feature that's often overlooked is the suspender latch points. 2 in the front, 1 in the back. Fjallraven thought of everybody with this pant. If you're a suspender guy, you can be stoked on the Kebs. Also, if you want to wear this trouser in colder conditions, you might want to size up so you can fit some base layers underneath. Suspenders will help keep your pants up so you can still look fly. But really what I think brings the entire piece together is this nice silver button accenting the fly. You got the Fjallraven logo, and the blue and silver look really nice together. Your slash pockets are nice. They're made out of that 4-way stretch material. You can really fit quite a bit in these pockets. They go all the way down to like mid-thigh, behind the thigh pocket, and I imagine you can stuff all sorts of things. Lots of rocks and things you find along the trail. But what would you put in these pockets? Knife. Loose leaf tea bag, rocky talkie connected to my carabiner loop, volet strap, Beaver Sports, a 6 set of shades. But I really want to know, what is your favorite item that you take with you to the mountains? What can you not survive without? What is always in your pocket? Let's let the beta flow in the comments. Looking at the thigh pockets, both have these nice snaps. The one on the right has a hidden smaller pocket for change, things like that. You got the nice Fjallraven logo right there. You can literally fit a full magazine in there. It's not uncomfortable either. On the left thigh you have that zipper. You can put your wallet and things you really don't want to lose go in here. Nice snaps. Oh yeah, and just noticing this, on the outside of the pocket you have folded G1000 material, so it gives that pocket a little bit more space. The inside, the stitching is flush against the pants, but again on the outside on both pockets you have extra material. Get a little bit more volume out of your thigh pockets. On the butt, we have 1 layer of G1000, and that is nice for that durability, obviously. Durability and the potential to kind of waterproof your rump. You can sit in whatever you like and your butt will be slightly protected. The G1000 is a pretty tough material, so yeah, you won't have to be afraid of like sitting on gravelly stuff or whatever, some rock, you know. To the thighs. Ooh, Mariana, I have a ladybug here. It's crawling on my Keb jacket. This is the Keb jacket, check it out. If you do want me to review the Keb jacket, let me know. And if I have reviewed it already, future, the link will be like right here. I'll tell you right now, yeah, there's G1000 and this 4-way stretch polyamide. Getting it on. Let's look at the thigh vents. These are sweet because you can really customize them however you'd like. You can move the slider along the zipper wherever you'd like, and once you have your desired vent opening, you just place the tab alongside the zipper and the slider will stay in place. It's not gonna move. And that's true on all the zippers on this pant. Trousers, it's not gonna move. The vent is pretty long. It's like 15 to 20 centimeters. Yeah, you can really have it as open as you'd like. That's nice. That means you can wear these pants even when it's kind of warm outside, leaning towards shorts weather. So what's up with that? Looking at the vent along the shin, there's only one slider on the zipper. It's about an inch shorter than the thigh zipper. Not much else to report on that. Looking at the knees, you have that G1000 fabric again, and you actually have a hole at the bottom of the knees where you can stuff like a knee pad if you're gonna use these bad boys for not just hiking, but also, you know, banging a hammer against wood and shooting shingles into your roof, getting underneath a car. If you're using these as work pants, that's crazy, but the option is there. So as you can see, you have G1000 running all the way down to your cuff, and the cuff is pretty cool. A lot of technology hidden within this cuff. You have a laces hook hidden in the front of the cuff, and it's pointed outwards so you don't hook it on like a toenail or something. Have this strap that has multiple snaps along it. Then you have the elastic bit. You can really cinch this down, and that's nice. One other thing I noticed, this guy, it's a little loop. You can thread a string through. You have one on either side, threading through. Okay, boom. Pull this nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. I think it'd look better on a pair of hiking boots, but you get the idea. Lots of customization. Keeps you free from getting a bunch of this dirt and seeds and small stones and stuff. Very small rocks in your shoes. So that's sick. Now I've just gotten back after spending the last week and a half traveling through Utah and Colorado trying out these pants. I got really curious about how they're actually made because there's this sick gusset and there's a lot of other features hidden in the construction of these pants that made me want to take a closer look. Fjallraven is known for its Scandinavian design and also quite well known for being very expensive. And at first, yeah, I was like, man, these pants are kind of expensive. Why am I buying them? But after wearing them for multiple days and getting to know them, feeling very comfortable in them, I realized that there's more to these pants than meets the eye. So here's what I found that brings the Fjallraven price point, you know, quite a bit higher than the competition. So firstly, we can look at the materials. We have a recycled polyamide that is both a nylon and an elastane. A nylon comes from plastic, so that's awesome that they're recycling that. And then you have the G1000, which is polyester and cotton. Cotton is organic, polyester is recycled again. And you know, you might sleep just a little bit better at night knowing that your clothes are coming from a source that's putting quite a bit of thought into sustainability. Now, these are just the fabrics. I went one step further and looked also at the threads within the seams.
Hey, here's a fun game. Let's talk minimum acceptable thread count for sheets.
Oh, that does sound fun.
Stop me when I hit it. 1,000, 800, 700, 600? Man, I'm at 600. Are you really not stopping me?
I have those cotton t-shirt sheets.
Huh?
Fjallraven uses this thread called Keb Expert, which is a high-strength polyester thread. Now, I don't know if that's recycled, but I do know that there are threads that are made with a UV protection, and this one is not. Now, that's important for two reasons, because one, you need to know how to take care of your gear. Don't leave it out in the sun. But also, the threads with UV protection are not as sustainable. Fjallraven also doesn't impregnate their clothes with FPC, you know, the forever chemicals, which is why you see that Greenland Wax G1000 situation. Now, when I was looking at the threads, I thought, okay, might as well look at the seams and how the construction of the seams makes sense in these pieces and why they chose certain stitching patterns. I'm gonna explain to you one stitching style and two seam styles. Now, when I took a closer look at these pants, trousers, okay, I get it, they're trousers. I found two main seams. One is your half flat felled seam and the other is a full flat felled seam. You see these seams across most outdoor brands, but there are some sneaky places where some brands will cut corners, but I can assure you, in these trousers, Fjallraven did not. So first of all, you have this awesome gusset that runs from your knees to your groin. It's made out of that 4-way stretch polyamide, and it's great for giving you that extra range of movement. Lining that gusset, you have the half flat felled seam. The way this seam is stitched makes it nearly as strong as the fabric itself. Basically, the two materials come together and form a seam. Then they're folded flat, and another stitch is put through 3 layers of the material, making it extremely strong. On the exterior of the piece, it looks really sleek, and that's the most common seam of choice in the Fjallraven Keb Trouser. Now, on the high wear and the high force areas of the pant, you will find the full flat felled seam. I love this seam, it's classic. You can find this seam by looking for 2 parallel stitches along the fabric. This seam is so cool because it takes your 2 fabrics, folds them over each other and locks them in place, and then stitches through that folding and makes the seam super strong. That's a seam that you'll find at the top of the pockets, at the waistband, and around the rump.
But these are my recreation clothes.
They look expensive.
I might not be a luchador like Nacho, but these pants make me feel like I at least could survive in the Oaxacan desert. Now, the last stitching feature that I think is really cool is called tacking. And that is stitching that's never shorter than 5 millimeters in length. And you'll find those in high, super high force areas. So the corners of pockets, the tops of zippers, around your belt loops and carabiner loops, and all over the cuffs. And in this stitch, the sewing machine just stitches loop after loop after loop after loop on top of each other to just form this super strong bond. In closing, I want to say that I can understand why the Keb trouser, is the most popular trouser from the Fjallraven catalog. It's a trekking pant, but it is nice to wear around the city. You don't get too hot. You can wear it at like 70 degrees with the vents open. They're durable enough to take camping. They don't let you down in style or functionality. Am I really truly a Keb guy? I mean, they're growing on me. Would I take them out to the backcountry? Yeah, I'd give them a shot. Would I take these trousers on a day trek? Yes, I would. Would I take them on a multi-day backpacking trip? Probably not. To be honest, I'm sorry. I would love to, but I think they're just a little too heavy. What am I thinking? I can't make this decision without testing it out. I'm gonna take these trousers backpacking. It's decided. Bye, fam.
Dame rap callejero, dámelo del bueno, dámelo sincero que sacas del bajo cero. Se prendió la party, parece tu hormiguero. Se apagan las luces y salen.